And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch the slant.
2. Hey, wahoo!
On play action, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Locke. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, over. Hey, check Mike 39. Check. Go. Hit it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Going up top for Kupp. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Come on, set. Bridgestone, travel. 50, plant.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Haywood. Look at me. Sit.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, Delta. Hey.
To try again after the sack. Locke uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Leo! Go!
Throwing on third and long. Locke going up top for Kupp. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Yeah. Come on.
Clock now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Clock now to throw. He finds Corey Davis. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints will have the football back.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 99.
Watch the 50.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. At 25.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
High 7.
Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40.
Bravo!
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Go! Gun!
At 25 the mic. We're going 20.
Throwing is Cousins. Got an open man. It's a noon one. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's smooth. We got 25 to Mike. Let's pick it up. Where's the hot?
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First down, Carolina.
Here we go. Set. 10 2 stop. Hey, 2. Hey, check my 2.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Uncorks one for Davis. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over first and 10.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Gun. We got 25 to Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25. Zebra.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. The connection made. It's Graham. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To Hunt. 180. 25 to Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Two. Out. Go ahead.
Play action now. Cousins. He's going deep. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing. Cousins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. Got him in. It's Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure it out.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
To the air again. It's Cousins. Man open left side is Brown. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Here's Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On second down, Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch 20, seal that, seal that, seal that.
Shift, watch the shift.
2. Gun.
We're going 25 to Mike.
Check.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Check, crunch. Hey!
To throw again on second down. Lock. Going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Graham's got it, complete. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First down and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken short.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's crazy. He's checking.
Hey, wahoo! Yep.
Now to the air. Lock. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Lock completes it to Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Orbit. Don't be scared. Get it.
On 1st down, Lock. This one caught by Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ito Smith, his 1st carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They look to throw. It's Lock. It's caught by Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Check 43.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cordero Patterson, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Cousins. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Watch the edge.
Hey, flicker. First. Hey, Delta. Hot.
3rd and long for Cousins. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On second down now, it's Smith, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, C6. Look at me. Score. Bang, hard.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go!
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Open man here, Sims complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Locke now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
11 yards and a Panther first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Clock now to throw. Open man there is Patterson, complete. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be, that time, 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Steven Sims Jr., his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On first down, Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 30 on second down, Cousins, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
First down, Carolina.
A lot going to throw it here. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Locke. Flush to his right, and that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Switch. Slam, slam, slam. Kill.
To throw is Locke. The throw taken in by Sims. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Locked to throw for it on fourth. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop. Lead grip.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey, zoom.
Following the interception, Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34.
Check right 39. Hey, come on. On the ball. Hit it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Go. General West. 30 base. Check.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.